Hello and welcome to the post-Oscars Rundown show. Today we're talking about horror. Ethan, lead us, lad.
Alright. So what do you know about horror movies then?
Zilch.
Well, horror movies have a rich history starting back in 1827 with The Devil's House, a silent movie back in the days. But it was really with the cabinet of Dr. Caligari that horror movies truly came to prevalence.
Okay.
So what do you know about horror movies then?
Zilch. Nil quoi.
Oh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Tell me about it then.
Well, the first horror movie that I think you actually liked because it has sound was Dracula in 1930.
Okay.
With Bela Lugosi's rather engrossing performance, it spellbinded people to horror.
Okay.
And also the release of Frankenstein and other such horror movies that came out in this whole stream during the 1940s. It was the first horror cycle.
Right. So what is your favourite horror film?
I'd definitely have to say Alien. Definitely Alien.
Okay, why?
Well, I just love the slow burn tension, the world building. I love how the layers of horror, just the dread piles on. It's brought to life with the set design. There's a deeper meaning to the whole movie. You can watch it and just enjoy it. I think it's generally one of the most best horror movies with depth in it, set design, and just fantastic characters. And also the whole franchise.
Yeah, okay. So was Alien nominated or did it win an Academy Award?
It was nominated for some effects, which it rightfully deserved, and I believe it won a few. But horror movies have always had this thing about being a bit blacklisted from the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
I mean, when movies like The Exorcist, The Omen, and even Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. That one, didn't it?
Yeah, even when they won, people just didn't say they were horror movies. They're like the supernatural thrillers, or they're not really horror movies, they're more thriller based. Like
which is a fair point though, because it had a lot more layers than the usual horror film.
Actually, I disagree. See,
Okay.
I believe that horror movies have always been able to show more of the world than a lot of the more sanitized studio productions do, because horror movies can always show people's fears more frequent than dramas can. I mean, Night of the Living Dead, for example, that does have far more depth than I think a lot of blockbusters that come out these days do. It just shows the paranoia of the world of the 60s back then. It even unintentionally commented racism with the first black male lead in a horror movie.
Okay. Now, did he die first?
No.
Oh wow.
He died last.
He died last. There you go. Wow.
He still died, but I mean.
Well, yeah.
In the second one, a black person that survived, so improvement.
There you go. Yeah. Breaking the mold.
But it's just how horror movies are. They're lower budget, they're more accessible. In fact, a lot of directors get their start in horror movies because they're just so low budget and they can easily be produced.
Yeah.
But it truly is. I feel like horror movies are a bit underappreciated as far as Academy is concerned, because they do.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Even the cheap interpretations, like the cheap knockoffs, or like the torture porn movies that were coming out after Saw, they still had some depth to them. It was done terribly, mind you, but they still had quite a bit to them.
Yeah. So, what was the last horror film to win? I know Us was nominated.
Yes.
But obviously didn't win.
Silence of the Lambs was the last one to really.
And that came out in the 90s.
Yeah, to really make a dent in it. A few horror movies have been nominated here and there. I mean, Get Out was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's more to push a political agenda rather than.
Well, yeah. I mean, you look at Get Out. Yeah, there's a lot of racial stigma behind that film.
The whole movie's laid about it's all about racism there.
Yeah.
And even Us. There.
Yeah.
But I do feel like Us was better than Get Out.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
But I do feel like horror movies aren't really appreciated for what they can do because they've got such a reputation for low budget filmmaking. Like Blair Witch Project, when that came out, it's always been the low budget stuff, and horror movies have got like this bit of a thing going on the moment because there's so many low budget movies being made out with the internet, and the Blair Witch Project show like how viral marketing can be used. And it was the first real bit of viral marketing in the world, so horror movies changed the world. And also, horror movies do tend to show a bit more of the world. I feel like they're a lot less sanitised.
Yeah. Brilliant. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I would like to say that horrors can also be paired with action. They're a very, very versatile genre.
Okay.
And also, I mean, there's always cycles of them. Like there's horror cycle, there's slasher cycles, the supernatural movies. I do feel like it is a very, very diverse genre, and especially now with the internet, I feel like it's become truly what it can truly be, and I think in the future and now it's starting to really come to its own, and the Oscars should really start taking notice of the horror movies.
Brilliant, spot on. Well, that was Ethan Folger and myself, Ollie, with the Horror Oscars Rundown post show. We'll see you next time.